I'm Evan. And I'm Alex. And welcome to It's About the Journeys. We're currently in Funchal, Madeira, and we just took a gondola up to the Monte Palace Tropical Gardens. We plan on doing some videos and vlogging of our journeys as we travel some national parks across the United States and countries across the world. And we wanted to keep you updated with some of our journeys and travels and hope you enjoy. Thanks. Now we're at the Levada Nova hike, Levada do Moinho, and this is absolutely gorgeous. This is a must-do. There's an aqueduct that follows you to your right on the trail, and it just makes this, I don't know, this like roaring brook type noise, where you walk right through the middle of this amazing, gorgeous canyon to your left. We get really lucky on this hike because, as you could see behind me, there's all this ash from this wildfire that just happened. But they just put it out a few weeks ago, and luckily the trail is open again. We walk through a tunnel to get to the other part of the hike. Here it is. I would definitely recommend getting here before 9 for this hike, because as we were hiking longer, we started to see more people coming in, and it's definitely tough on the east side of the hike because there is not that much space with the Levada on your left, and you have to keep moving out of the way with people like coming in. We came at 9, and there was like very minimal people, not too many. A lot of people, most people come here at like about 12. The reason to get here early is because parking here is pretty limited. It's pretty hard to find some parking here. There is parking at the church in the beginning of the hike, but it's not too much space there. A lot of the roads here are very steep and narrow, and there's a lot of turns. It's very hard to find parking, so definitely get here early.
On a little whale watching tour to see some dolphins and whales.
Of jumping up to 3-4 meters high.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine the strength it takes to hike.
So today was a bit of an adventure. We started driving to Pico de Arieiro, but there were many hiccups along the way. We tried driving up this one way because we thought Route 130 was closed to get up 103, and then we tried a different way. There's also a gate, so then we tried driving up Route 103, and there were these like little like half
Barriers.
like these barriers in the way for road work, but everyone seemed to be driving like around them, so we did as well. And then we started driving up here, and as you can see, you can see absolutely nothing. It is just misty everywhere. We did just go to the top, but there really wasn't much to see. We didn't want to record it because we don't want to get our camera wet. But that's just the reality sometimes of, coming up to Pico de Arieiro. So now that we just did Pico de Arieiro, now we're on to Cabo Girão, which is the second highest sea cliff in the world.
Hey everyone, so today we're at the Fanal Forest. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's known for these types of trees behind us, which, as Alex was mentioning earlier in the day, look very much like which type of trees. They grow a lot of moss on them, and they even have some types of ferns that appear to be growing on them. This area is mostly very misty and wet, so it allows for a lot of different types of ferns and fauna and just grass and plants like that to grow and flourish really well. I know some of the videos that we've been recording seem to show a lot of overcast skies. However, where we're actually staying on the island is in Calita, which is a western part of the island. And the western part of the island, a lot of the locals keep telling us, is one of the nicest areas to be staying at. It has a very consistent weather, very sunny weather. It's usually a couple degrees warmer as well. And Madeira is known for its very consistent weather overall. It typically stays between 60 to 80 degrees. In the winters, from what I hear, it doesn't get really below 60 degrees, and the temperatures only hover about a few degrees each year. So we've been really blessed with the weather we've been receiving. In another video, we'll show you the hotel that we're staying at and the Calita area that is around it. We have a couple of really busy packed days the next few days. The first half of the vacation, we really try to do a lot of just relaxing and R&R, but from here on out, it's going to be a lot of touristy things, as well as a lot of just different locations. So we're excited to show you and bring you along on the journey. And here's what one of the trees look like up close. And another thing, don't be like us and come underdressed. I came in a t-shirt and some linen pants with some white shoes, which I ended up taking off because it is very wet here and muddy. So I'm currently wearing flip-flops, as you can maybe see here, which is not ideal. And we only have one sweatshirt, so Alex and I have been trading off the sweatshirt when we get cold. So, yeah, not ideal, but making do with what we have. And I'm not sure for certain, but if I had to guess, I think they let some animals come in and graze the land to keep it grassy, which is why we see a lot of poop. I don't know what type of animal. I doubt this comes from a goat or a sheep or something like that. It's probably some type of cow, but they do have areas fenced off. So I would imagine the areas that are fenced off obviously grow with a lot of different types of plants. It gets overgrown. And then the areas that we can walk in are where they let the animals come and eat the grass. And we currently hear some music off in the distance, which is really soothing. So we're going to follow that sound and see what's over there. Right here, if you can hear, there's someone getting a massage with a violin playing in the background. But these trees, from what we've seen as well, may be over 500 years old. And what's encouraging is they actually seem to be planting and growing more of these trees and fencing them off. I would hope and imagine that these are more of these Fanal type of trees so that they can keep the forest spreading and replenish the ones that are dying.